An ISO standard specifies the requirements that a company needs to implement and maintain an effective ISO management system. The standard provides a framework for organizations that develop, deploy, or use an ISO management system to manage risks, use ISO processes, and support continual improvement. The standard is comprised of 10 clausal areas that specify the structure and requirements for implementing and maintaining an ISO management system. Clausal areas 1 through 3 specify the requirements for the scope of the specific ISO management system, establish normative references, and define important terms used throughout the standard. Clausal areas 4 through 10 outline the specific actions required to implement and manage the ISO management system. Clausal Area 4 introduces the requirements necessary to establish the context, scope, and processes of the ISO management system, including identifying internal and external issues, understanding the needs and expectations of interested parties, and defining the scope of the ISO management system. Clausal Area 5 summarizes the roles and responsibilities within the ISO management system, including leadership's involvement, governance structure, the ISO policy, and commitment to responsible and accountable management. Clausal Area 6 describes the requirements for identifying risks and opportunities related to the ISO management system, establishing ISO objectives, and planning actions to address risks such as bias, transparency, reliability, and unintended impacts. Clausal Area 7 establishes the resource needs for the ISO management system, including competence of personnel involved with ISO systems, awareness, communication, and maintaining documented information. Clausal Area 8 defines the operational requirements for the specific ISO standard, including planning, development, deployment, monitoring, and control of processes to ensure they operate as intended and within defined governance and risk management processes. Clausal Area 9 summarizes the requirements for monitoring, measuring, analyzing, and evaluating the performance of the ISO management system. This includes internal audits, ISO management system review, and ongoing evaluation of how effective risks and controls are being managed. Clausal Area 10 identifies how organizations address nonconformities and corrective actions while supporting the continual improvement of the ISO management system. Also, there are several ISO standards that have an annex that provides additional controls that may be necessary for compliance with the specific ISO standard. Each organization must select which of those controls are applicable for their ISO management system to function satisfactorily. At ISOP, we provide the right support, experience, and processes needed for smooth and worry-free ISO certification. If you're in need of help with your ISO standards, contact us today so you can learn more about what it's like to work with us.